Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I thought I'd come and make an English message, but it takes a long time to put the video on from here, so I do them one at a time. I hope you're well. I just wanted to discuss a few ideas. The first one is we're learning to navigate a new field, the quantum field. But this inner process, transformation, is very challenging and it's very subtle. And it is very personal. We all have to pay more attention to what's going on within, what comes from the intuition, and understand that something may be expected in one moment, but then things have moved up there, and then we may have to take opposite position just to be coherent and sincere in relationship to ourselves. So it's really about reading the time, reading the moment. Sometimes we miss out. It's like we're like, whoa, it's like, whoa, the time has changed, the energy has changed. We have to take a different stand. So it's very much we're learning how to live within the present. For my prime desire is to return to the source, the creator, the origin of all things and all beings. But since we're in physicality, everything is in resistance. It's very difficult we're encapsulated within this physical body. And if there was, like Lao Tzu, the master said, if I didn't have a physical body, nothing could prevent my consciousness from being whole, from expanding wherever it wants. So there is a very strange shift of energy. We have to learn to dance with it and to trust the process, to trust the higher self has a plan, even if it's not all that clear at any given time. But the most important thing is to have the ability. That's really the only thing that we'll need all to integrate before we can move into this fifth dimension, is the ability to communicate, receive information from a higher self, from our intuition, from our dreams, from our creativity. And from spirit as well as follow the guidance, whatever guidance comes from that planes. But that is really the top spiritual priority, to receive information from the higher self, and that's all we'll ever need to really enter into. Once we're connected to our higher self, we'll integrate, we eventually will become our higher self. For the I am presence, I see my I am presence, the creator, is beyond anything that we can conceive, but the I am presence is our personal spirit minister, the paradise minister. And this paradise minister is really this presence, this higher divine intelligence that is accompany all of us. We all have that, whether we're aware or not. Is very much interested in our earth life. Of course, it's interested in the elevation of our consciousness, but it's really interested in all the details of our life, how to make it work, how to align with the highest destiny. And of course, there are challenges and the good deeds that we may experience. For we were given free will, and free will is a very delicate thing. For the free will to choose love, to choose the highest destiny as what is the divine love, what is the will of God for me, what does God expect of me, what is expected, what are the lessons that needs to be integrated. But know that there is this divine light within all beings. So even if you cannot love them because of what they're doing or whatever, we need to respect all the past, and even the dark as a function within the whole. But the challenge here is very contrasted and very challenging, mostly when the darkness has the upper hand, as it appears on the surface, on the facade. But on the inner planes, a lot of light has been a lot of things have been clear. We needed to be clear first on the inner planes before we can see the change on the other planes. But we would have to stop complaining and start complying with the higher guidance and the vision, and connect to the thymus. The thymus is the upper heart. We activate it like this. It's like a little... it's like a spiritual heart that we have, and it's also connected to all the ascended masters. You can call on them. Eventually, we see that all the events of our life are bridges, portals to higher consciousness, like ability to transcend and the best way to realize that transcendence is to realize that there is only God. Everything else is an illusion. So glory to God and the realization of His plan for us, for the planet. So, but that requires a great deal of patience. There is a divine virtue. Long suffering is a divine attribute For God could consume the whole reality with one thought. He could transform all suffering into ecstasy in one thought. But he doesn't do it because each soul is self-creator and will need to balance out their energy all the way to the point where they are able to elevate their personality status from mortal to immortal, from mortal to divine. Eventually, so there is the requirement of a great deal of patience and posed, and we need to, of course, we continue to cultivate the fruits of spirits, which are kindness, goodness, gentleness, peace, joy, truthfulness, love, happiness, and patience, and self-control. Kindness, goodness, gentleness, peace, joy, truthfulness, love, happiness, patience, and self-control. Those are the things that what philosopher was saying. I think it was Seneca who was saying, maybe another ancient philosopher was saying the roots of spirits are really bitter, but the fruits are very sweet. Yeah, to achieve that, it's really painful. But once we achieve it, we'll harvest the fruits. The idea, the essence is that we need to all become one. No more, no less than one. One with the one that is all. Once all the ones will become one, then the one will be fully present. In the meantime, every time one person becomes connected on whatever level to the unity of spirit, it activates a facet within the personality of the Supreme, which is in a process of power personification. It will take a long time before all the ones are ones, but even within the realm of infinity, the whole thing is moving towards inconceivable ends. And so I'm personally very curious to see how this phase of transition that is here before me is going to be quite nice, quite fun. I'm looking forward to it. And although I'm confronted with deep challenges and karmic things that are relationships, on the sentimental level, that are very difficult to grasp, to accept, to integrate, to align with. It's like impossible. So it's like I'm doing the best I can given the circumstances. I thank you so very much for supporting the channel. I thank you for your likes, for comment, for your sharing. I thank you so very much for your donations. And if you want a private session, you can send me an email. I'm going to read, see a little bit some oracles to see a bit what's coming. Ooh, the Observer of the Day is like showing a lot of fun, amusement. There's a lot of fun coming up. So we'll be able to catch up on whatever. For me, I feel I've been living in exile. So it's for now we still. Put this on the 10 cards. For now, we're still being called to. We have to trust the process, but we have to learn to self-protect. It means within ourselves there is this stillness place where you, because it's like we're getting really shaken up inside in order to move forward, in order to evacuate, to grow, to enlarge our consciousness, and it's not always easy. The closer we are to some achievement in the spirit realm, in the energy realm, the more challenging it gets, because we still have attachment around this situation. Is survival. We have to move out of lack, move out of survival. It's one of the great goals of this time. What we see before us is the castle in the clouds, is to dream, to have a very clear vision of what you want. The universe can bring us what we want. We just need to have a clear vision and have no doubt about it, and then wait for it to unfold. In the past, the past is the subconscious, it is the ego, it is the devil, it is the false self, or the conditioning through the sexual impulses and the drive and the desire that controls the world. The world is being controlled by those forces of the subconscious. So we need to clear up the root, the base, to be in control, send some white light into this red sphere of light so it becomes pink. Right now we're really with what we will live, the time we're in right now is a deep end. It's really the end of the end. And what's coming up in the near future is the island of jewel. It is the star, it is the dream coming true, it is a very happy new beginning. What this card is represent our strengths, our position within the situation, and it is eternal life. Once we achieve that, this understanding, this connection that we are eternal beings, that we have an eternal self, and that is our true self. We'll continue to cultivate it and will be anchored towards this ascension. What comes to us from the environment, from the outside, is a solar return. It's nothing short of a brand new beginning. On the inner planes, on the emotional plane, we have this high tension. So because it was, maybe it's me, because I do feel that it's like a lot of high tension due to my karmic relation to this young lady, and it's very, very complicated. But it's like we have to breathe. The Andromedan was talking about an exercise, breathing exercise. When you breathe, you with the intention of connecting to the great central sun, the light in the 10th dimension. You breathe, you connect to the light, and you bring it back in. So, and the more breaths we can take, that will be the easier it will come to realize there is only God. Everything else is just mental conception that are playing out cycles and rhythm and scenarios and so on. But once we bring out the higher wisdom, the higher light, the higher understanding, the higher forces, that is the consciousness of the higher self, solutions will come. And like for me, it's like my dilemma is unsolvable, but my higher self told me, don't worry, I have a plan, so I have to trust it. Once we remove this tension, we realize Isis, the great priestess, the force of the intuition. And the outcome is to be free of fear. Is the joker. It's to be able to be liberated from fear. Fear is really the main obstacle for it. It's like there's a certain fear that may be justified, but even then we still want to confront them. I'm going to pull a card with the Oracle of Wisdom. It is TikTok. It is the pressure of time and the timeless eternity. For we have both the pressure of time on the vertical and the horizontal timeline, where we carry a cross, and we have the freedom that is given through the opening and the access to the higher planes. So I'm going to pull a few cards through the Akash to see a little bit, because the Akash Spirit is talking to me a lot about the Akash, because the Akash is the reason why the experiences are the way they are now. For me, this relationship, I have to, once I can unlock the Akash, I will understand the dynamic of the relationship. For now, it's really difficult. The observer of the day is anger and alimentation. It's the body of desire. We need to master that. It's very important. What's the highest wisdom is to confront our fear, to be stronger, to let it go, to overcome, to pass through it, because that's where really the true joy and freedom will come. What we need to understand is the art. I started drawing again. It feels good. I'm looking forward to start painting again. For it is all about appreciating the art, using the art. We don't need to all to be creator of art, but to appreciate music, dance, painting, whatever, dramatic art. What we need to do is the Amerandian, to stay connected, to live in the circle, and to be close to nature, and to continue to cultivate this connection to the Great Spirit, the Holy Spirit, as well as maybe for me, I know America is going to be one of my priorities as soon as I start my project. And the outcome is the wishes. We don't know what the wish is. I know my soul is keep making promises. It's like I'm really like I'm not really aligned with it, but I guess in due time I will understand. So once we confront our fears, we find the galactic planes, and once those wishes will come to the understanding of Greco-Roman. There is all kinds of stories. We all lived in those past times, and we were connected in all those times. And so it's like the Akash is about understanding the world of relationships, because we've all met each other before, and we'll meet each other again. We're just changing form, and we're changing, but the dynamic remains the same. But it balances out, it evolves, it grows. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wanted to come and say hello. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song that was on the other side of the song I sang in the French video. It's called Natural Mystic. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. If you listen carefully, now you will hear. This could be the first trumpet, might as well be the last. Many more will have to suffer Many more will have to die, don't ask me why. Things are not the way they used to be now, won't tell no lie. One and all got to face reality now. Though I try to find the answer to all the questions they ask, though I know it's impossible to go living through the past, don't tell no lie. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air, can't keep them down. If you listen carefully, now you will hear. Such a natural mystic blowing through the air. This could be the first trumpet, might as well be the last. Many more will have to suffer, many more will have to die, won't tell no lie. If you listen carefully, now you will hear. Such a natural mystic blowing through the air. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. This natural energy, this natural mystic energy is the higher light. For the time of Bob Marley, it was really shaded down, but now it's much stronger. And we don't know if it's the first trumpet or the last. But it's like when the last trumpet will afford, there will be no more time for free will or choices. All will have to settle with the Creator, with life on whatever level they've been living. But God is mercy, and so we have to trust our higher self as much as possible, to trust on love, to continue to cultivate love, light, truth, beauty, goodness. And the observer of the day is cheminement. It's an assess. It's a progressive assess. The highest wisdom is hope. To hope, yeah, we hope. Better hope. Better keep hope very active. What we need to understand is the globe of creation is within our hand. Once we master the quantum field, we master our mind, we master ourselves, we'll be commanding all of the reality of life in a gentle way. But it's really this globe of creation has been out of humanity's hands for thousands of years. Now we're returning to the power of creation. What we need to do is the dreams, to continue to cultivate. It's like the castle in the clouds, to continue to cultivate your dreams. Be precise in terms of what we want, but do not be attached to outcome. Maybe God has even something better in relationship to what you truly want. But do inform the universe, and do not doubt that God, the Creator, the angels, the spirits, can assist you in bringing any sort of manifestation together in a miraculous way sometimes. And the outcome will be abundance, it will be freedom, it will be joy, it will be prosperity, it will be all that. So it's like it's all in the works. So I hope you prepare yourself, or you enjoy yourself. I thank you very much. Thank you so very much for supporting the channel and for your donations. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.